get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, 95, 56. 54, right 54. Your track.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Bree's going to throw. And he finds Cole. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Toss play, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Watch the whip.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way down. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 82 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Room here to run. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Check 52.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze complete. Richardson has it. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow 80. 54 Mike. Come on. You better bring it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Pick the edge. Come. Tighten up. Kill. Hey.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is Cook with the grab. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go. Let's get there. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. 80 weapon. Shit.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees, his second touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. 5-9. That's the way.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Wait, that 380. Lutz 56. Get that quarterback. Hey, check it.
Now this time, Brady will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
56 is mine. 56 is mine. Here we go, team.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Perriman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 20,
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Brady now on 1st down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
To throw again on second down, Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Alert!
Again, they'll throw with Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Ozzy. 65. Hey, 66.
To throw again, Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Mike 56. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, 66. Mike 56. Mike's 56. Hey, keep it up. Hey, echo. 56 to Mike. 72.
Brady now on third and goal. A dump underneath to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a fourth and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And Gay knocks this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Watch out. Check 99.
Kamara try the right side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
That's it, baby.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Wait, that's 380. 53 Linda. Squeeze, double. Watch twins. Check 26, check 26. Kill. Check it, reload.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Right there, 56. Here we go, D, get off the field.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 56. 53 Linda. Watch the screen. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
Here we go.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
53 to Mike. 53. Go Bandit. Pick it up.
To throw, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Breeze now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Yellow waiting. 54. Mike 54. 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand.
And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next. And quickly fading here in the second. Aggressively, offensively, they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up. At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Be ready. 50. 56, right there, 56.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. Jones has it. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Regular. 56. Mott's 56. 6-man.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He completes it to Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Haywood! 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Oh, here we go. Oh. Sugar! Shadow!
Here's Brady to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze complete. Richardson has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he finds Cook. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Andrew Adams there to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready? Mike, 45. Let's go one more. Sammy. 45, Mike, 45.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
First and goal at the 9-yard
You
line.
got time. We got 21. You got time. 10 seconds.
Here's Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. 72. Back 22. Come on. Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go.
Brady now on first down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing now is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's going to fire one, and now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
Just like that. 11.
Throwing now is Breeze. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Breeze now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Ready.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check, check. No kill. Lucky. 13. Hey, Alpha. 45.
Now, Breeze again. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
Mike 22 is coming, 22 is coming. Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike 22. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, ball 66. Alert.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. A touchdown is paramount here on 1st and goal, but got to be careful. Don't want to leave too much time on the clock for Drew Brees. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
We got this.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
47 Shadow! Check, 47. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ozzy.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Wait, that line 20. 72. Alert.
He's back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. One receiver to the left is Evans. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. One final try now for Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And you've got